Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I am going to try my utmost best to hold it together and not yell and scream and not get too angry because I am incredibly angry and mad. I know it's hard to tell at the moment. I am holding it together because I don't want to break the microphone and I don't want to break your ears either. Over the fact that the Olympics, the woke Olympics, is just getting even more worse. Honestly, I cannot stand what is taking place already, not just with the opening ceremony and them choosing to mock God and then gaslighting, living hell out everybody, but also the Olympic Village, what's taking place there, the poor conditions, everything is just, it's the worst Olympics, the woke Olympics that has ever been or done so far. And not just that, but I made a video a couple of days ago talking about this, which hasn't actually received that much attention. I thought it would receive more attention, but alas, I think this one is going to receive more attention due to the fact that it's actually taken place. But a biological dude, two of them, in fact, two biological dudes that identify as being women, trans women, the whole identity nonsense, they were allowed to compete in boxing against the likes of real women. And last night we saw a display, a shocking, horrific, and disgusting, also sickening display of a biological man and why biological men should not compete first and foremost in women's sports, but also you're saying to the entire world that it's acceptable and it's okay for a biological dude to abuse the living hell out of an actual woman. What kind of message are you sending to the entire world, to millions of people that tuned in and watched, and all the other people that saw the aftermath of this event take place? It's ludicrous. It's absurd. I'm getting sick and tired of this woke nonsense. But more than that, the Olympics has brought out a statement, which we'll get into in just a moment. But I could believe, but it's still shocking nonetheless to see people that just don't get it. They really don't get it. They're doubling down. They're not siding with the likes of the real woman that got her head bashed in and had to forfeit 46 seconds into the match because she was concerned over her safety. No, we don't side with her. In fact, she is discriminating against the biological man. You cannot make any of this stuff up anymore. It is just total nonsense. It's total absurdity. And I stand with Angela Carini. And so should you guys, because she's the actual biological woman that spent a long time getting to this point, all to have it stripped away in 46 seconds. And by like, I kid you not, 46 seconds is a long time to be facing up against the man in the ring that wants to take your head off. The guy looked like he was out for blood. It was clear as day. It was clear in his face. I could not believe what I was watching. It was just like the guy went straight for her, threw a couple of punches to Angela's face, and you could see, nah, I'm done. Elon Musk shared Riley Gaines's tweet on this. Men don't belong in women's sports. He goes, absolutely. I stand with Angela Carini. Let's get it trending. Now, Angela is a beautiful woman. She looks like a very strong woman. But when you face up against the likes of this dude, you got no chance. Absolutely no chance at all. And by the way, for the media that keeps saying, look at this. This is from Wired. I just, every time I see the mainstream media put out these sorts of stories or articles, you cannot hate them enough. You can't hate them enough. It's like, just tell the damn truth. It's not hard to tell the truth, but they don't want to because it doesn't fit the narrative. They've got to spin the truth to make it sound like something that is actually not. And it frustrates the living hell out of me. It frustrated Megyn Kelly. I saw her response to this. She was angry. Everybody that has a shred of common sense and decency about them is angry about this. But you know what? They're allowing this man to compete again tomorrow night. But here's what the mainstream media said. Wired. Iman Khalif has always defined herself as a woman and has every right to compete. No, Iman Khalif is not a woman. Iman Khalif has XY chromosomes, meaning that Iman Khalif is a biological dude. You can't say that you're a female and then have XY chromosomes. It doesn't work like that. For definitions, everyone's going, oh, we forget about the definitions. It's all about how the person identifies or defines themselves to be. It's ridiculous. Just because you define yourself as a woman doesn't make you a woman. I can define myself as a black man. Doesn't make me a black man, does it? And no, Iman Khalif doesn't have any right at all. In fact, Iman Khalif failed the Boxing Association tests. Because why? Because Iman Khalif is not a biological female. Iman Khalif is a biological dude. So evidently, Iman Khalif is going to have a lot more testosterone than the likes of Angela Carini. Because we're going to go, if a person defines themselves as a woman, that's good enough for us. That's good enough for the Olympics. So you know what, man? You can come in. We'll accept you, even though you've been banned and disqualified from the World Boxing Association. That doesn't matter because the Olympics is a different story altogether. By all means, man, come in and beat up women. That's Sal Grover goes. And again, I love Sal Grover. She just puts it plainly and simply and straight to the point. Brilliant. Allowing men to define themselves as women means women have no meaning at all. So what the F are they defining themselves as? How are women going to define themselves now if they can't actually define themselves as women? It makes no sense. If men can go, hey, I'm a woman, what happens to real women everywhere? It's absurd, if you ask me. J.K. Rowling goes, could any picture sum up our new men's rights movement better? The smirk of a male who knows he's protected by a misogynist sporting establishment, enjoying the distress of a woman he's just punched in the head several times, and whose life ambition he's just shattered. Look at the dude's face. Smirking as he goes to pat the woman on the back like, I just beat your butt in 46 seconds. Well done. Can you imagine how Angela would be feeling in this moment? Not only is she worried about her own damn safety, but her life, ambition, and dream that she did because of her father, her late father, is shattered. It's done. Or because the Woke Olympics wanted to make a statement. Kamala Harris actually supports this crap. Donald Trump doesn't. Elon Musk goes, true, or let her deny it. But she's not going to deny it. Why would she? This is Iman Khalif. Biological dude. Now, this image of Angela Carini on her hands and her knees crying is a powerful statement and image. But the Paris Committee or the IOC doesn't give a damn. All they seem to care about is the dude. Zachary Elliott, who has done quite a bit on intersex people and chromosomes and things like that, he goes, the International Boxing Association tested him and showed he has XY chromosomes, meaning he's a dude. It looks like he might be male with DSD like 5-ARD or similar, which does not affect T production or reception. So his body still benefits from the performance advantages conferred by T reception from the testes through development, meaning that Iman Khalif has the benefit of what every other male has, known as a great deal of testosterone produced by the testes. Hey, science is a wonderful thing. So is biology, isn't it, when you actually use it and it makes total sense to you and the rest of the world. But to the IOC, nah. To the International Boxing Association, well, we're going to disqualify them, but hey, we can't do anything about it because it's up to the Olympics. But we can't know for sure what DSD this is because it looks like the details are confidential. Gee, I wonder why that is. I heard the mainstream media, they didn't want to mention that Iman Khalif has XY chromosomes and is actual a biological dude. Now, you know what they say? Nobody knows what gender Iman Khalif is. Huh? So you allow a person, you don't know what that person's gender is, you just automatically assume, oh, Iman Khalif is a woman because Iman Khalif says so. But we don't actually know. Rubbish. We do know. He was tested, for goodness sake. And it came out to say that he has XY chromosomes. But the media doesn't want to share that. So either way, the IBA said he doesn't pass because he has XY chromosomes, but that's all we know as far as I'm aware. Either way, it's a horrible injustice against Angela Carini, the female boxer in this fight. Indeed. 46 seconds is all it took. Sharon Davies, who is a former Olympian, goes, is a biological male fighting a female, and absolutely everyone can see it. They have also failed gender screening twice and have XY chromosomes. There is no ambiguity that the IOC do not care if a female gets seriously hurt or worse. I'm astonished at the weakness of the media as well. I would be too. Angela goes, I've never been hit so hard in my life. And that is why she decided to stand down and forfeit. And Iman Khalif should not have been competing against Angela in the first place, but the IOC does not care about any of that. Here's what the IOC says, and this is what got me extremely riled up, even more so. IOC issues a statement like they did in regards to the mockery of Christ at the opening ceremony. They're defending the Paris Olympics for allowing a biological male with XY chromosomes to compete in a women's boxing match and accusing critics of aggression. Every person has the right to practice sport without discrimination. It's not got nothing to do with discrimination or hatred for saying that a man cannot be a woman and should never be in a female sport. Not just that, female locker rooms, female anything because they're not female. Another thing, it's not discrimination to say that a biological dude should not be beating on an actual woman. What is that saying? I put on my social media, why is it that the world gets absolutely outraged when a man abuses a woman, that man actually claims to be a real man, but everyone is silent when a man that identifies as a woman abuses a woman? It's the same freaking thing. But yet the world is silent. They've got nothing to say because, oh, it's discrimination. The moment someone chooses to identify as something they're not, everyone just shuts up. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. So are countless women. Enough is enough, for goodness sake. This identity nonsense is going to get somebody killed. It already has. I'll have you know. But who's going to listen? I want common sense back. Please. Is that too hard to ask? The IOC, like you don't want to stop this from taking place. No, you're more than happy to send a massive statement to the entire world that this is acceptable. So let's tell the entire world that men are allowed to abuse women. Oh, but it's a boxing match, Jay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where it is. You're saying that it's okay for a man to hit a woman. You're also stating that it's okay for men to take privileges away from a woman that has worked incredibly hard to get there. All athletes participating in the boxing tournament of the Olympic Games, Paris 2024, comply with the competition's eligibility and entry regulations. What are they exactly? They must be like non-existent at all. As well as the applicable medical regulations set by the Paris 2024 Boxing Unit, PBU. As with previous Olympic boxing competitions, the gender and age of the athletes are based on their passport. So that's it. So whatever the passport says goes. Huh? That just sounds ridiculous to me. So we're not going to do any further testing. The person failed 2 tests to show that this person is a woman. This person is a biological dude with XY chromosomes. You know that, but you don't care. Instead, You wanted to make a huge statement to the entire world. And truth be told, I'm glad that you did. Because now the entire world knows exactly the real truth. And if this is the start of massive, massive protests and massive like amounts of people voicing their concerns, then damn well it should finally. Been crying about this for ages. No one seems to listen or really care. Falls on deaf ears. But finally, it's on a major, major scale. And maybe, just maybe, something might happen. I'm not holding my breath, but hopefully something takes place. So Iman Khalif is going to be facing another woman on Saturday, tomorrow, Hungarian boxer Luka and Hamori. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Carini told reporters, I am heartbroken. I went to the ring to honor my father. I was told a lot of times that I was a warrior, but I preferred to stop for my health. I have never felt a punch or punches like this. Jake Paul even and Logan Paul, both of them chimed in. A lot of people that are part of the boxing world, the UFC world, are chiming in. This is sickening. This is a travesty. Doesn't matter what you believe, this is wrong and dangerous. Yeah, exactly right. I've seen so many people actually defending this, believe it or not. But truth be told, you can say that Iman Khalif is a biological woman, but the tests show otherwise. Iman Khalif is not a biological woman. Iman Khalif is a biological dude with XY chromosomes. Do I need to say it like for the umpteenth millionth time? Logan goes, I stand by my sentiment that biological men should not compete against biological women in any sport. And if you disagree, you're a sick F. Yep, you are. Indeed. You're more than that. There's a special place in hell for people like you that if you think this is okay, oh boy. Anyway, my friends, thank you all so much for watching. You take care. You be blessed. And we'll see you all in the next video.